Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Ice 73. I am Black Ice 73. Today I like to talk about are some people sending their children for just are some people sending their children in the school for education? Are they using the school system as a babysitter? One of the first things that I heard when the school closure happened this year, 3 months before time, I heard a bunch of people saying, where am I going to get a babysitter? A bunch of people wasn't worried about what their children going to get the information they need to graduate to the next grade. They were worried about would I, where would I get a babysitter because I got to go to work. I'm not the brightest man in the world, not at all. But it seems to me, a lot of people don't care about their children's education. They just worry about if the children gonna be open for they can have a babysitter. And that's a shame. It's not everyone, not even close to being everyone, but it's a large There's a large percent of people, of parents, of guardians, only concerned about who's gonna keep these children while I go to work. And that's a shame. The first thing you should have been concerned is, wow, like I was like, is this gonna affect my daughter going to the 12th grade next school term? Will my daughter be able to comprehend for what they teaching to her online without the help of a teacher in front of her? Them things I worry about. Yeah, true. My daughter is older. She don't need no babysitter. That is true. But you should have a continuous plan in place for a situation like this and not have to depend on the school system to be a babysitter. I know some people don't want to pay that $200 or $250 a week. Yeah, he damn babysitter. He doing places that keep children. They are expensive to the darn average people, to the average working classes. Yeah, a lot of them places $250 a week. You got some of them places a little bit cheaper. But you want your child to go to a good after school program or something like that, a summer program. So basically, it was just summertime that came early. That what happened. Summertime came 3 months early. They ain't have time to prepare to ask their grandmama, class, send them all up to your house. They had to come with other ways. We had to calm some people have their older child who in elementary taking care of their younger child who's just like who haven't even started school yet. Yeah. Around the country, we got 9 and 10-year-olds taking care of their brothers and sisters. Damn shame. 9 and 10-year-olds are taking care of their brothers and sisters. I said it twice because I want you to hear what I'm saying. That's a shame. What a child that age know about is an emergency happening. What is that younger siblings, even them, even the 9 or 10-year-old, what if they mess around and start choking on something? Will they panic? Will they know what to do? Most of them won't. Most of them won't know what to do. You know, their brother and sister ain't gonna know what to do. Because if you're gonna have to have your child, your older child, taking care of their brother and sister, you need to go ahead and spend like $40 to $60 and put them in CPR classes. See what happens, their brother and sister choke, or see how not dependent and perform CPR on their child. But I don't recommend nobody, little child like that, babysitting their brother and sister. You have grown people who panic. Because my opinion, I think every adult should learn CPR. Every adult need to learn CPR. There's so many people could have been saved by simple chest compressions. I know they ruled out the mouth to mouth because, you know, with all the doing things going on in this world, all the different virus, bacterial, and all that kind of stuff, easy to be spread mouth to mouth. So they try to move away from the mouth to mouth and just do chest compression. Because they learned that like chest compression is very important, you know. But they still want you to stitch your finger in their doing mouth to try to clear the airway, just in case, you know, the two on the roll back or something like that, or they choking on some saliva or some food or whatever. They want you to clear the airways. Would a 9 and 10-year-old know that? No, they won't. But with desperation, parents are doing desperate things these days. You know, I ain't just talking. Maybe you don't have it in somebody close to your family, but I'm sure some of you all have it. Know someone who have to take this desperate situation right now. Because if you know someone who older brother or sister who just like 9 and 10 years old, taking care of their younger sisters and brothers, man, tell that person, say, hey, you got to take that. If this is the only way that you can make sure your children are, you know, being wise because you can't afford daycare for all of them, take that child to get some CPR lesson. CPR, it don't last long. It don't take long to learn how to do CPR. Not at all. I ain't saying just take them one time. You might need to take them several times for, first, they won't panic. Second, they know what to do. Third, at the same time, start calling 911. I know you don't want your child to call 911, so you might get arrested for child neglect, child abandonment. I know you don't want that, but it'd be better for you to get in trouble for child neglect and child abandonment than the child die. Because if the child die, you're going to get arrested for homicide. I ain't just saying this. I'm not saying it. I'm not talking out the side of my neck. I ain't putting nothing out my posterior. I'm letting you know what will happen. If your child in the custody of their older brother and sister, and they're not of age of being a babysitter, because I think in some states, I think it's like 15 years old when they're old enough to be babysitters and stuff like that. That's in certain states. But you don't want to be held accountable. You need to go ahead and put that older child in CPR lessons. What to do is someone choking, where to place their hand. I'm just real quick. Where to go down your chest plate, place their hand right there, and bring their other hands right there. You know, and keep on doing that until the object. Because sometimes, you know, little children swallow crayons or whatever. They put stuff in their mouth for their little children. So they need to know where to place their hand, place that thumb right there. I say a hand. Place that thumb right below the chest plate. And bring the other hand and just go. Just keep on going to the stuff come up. It's happening all over the country. It really is. It's happening all over the country. A younger brother and sister taking care of the children because the school system is closed. The school system, they have been saying this for a long time, that how the school system is raising your children. In a lot of cases, it's true. Hold on, let me shut this door. Sorry about that. But my daughter now, they voice carry, man. They'll all be on the other side of the house, but they voice carry so much. Now my dog don't came to the door whining now. Y'all know my dog already got to make a cameo somehow, some way. I'm about to stand up again. God damn it. Don't be jumping on the door. You know better. Don't you know better? Go ask Shanti to take you outside. Shanti, take them outside. Go. That's the only time they come to me. When both of them come to me, I know they need to go outside and do their business. Cause that girl dog, and the other time the girl dog come to me when she wants something, like I got something to eat or something. She'll come on and stare in my face. But other than that, the girl dog like, the man he talk too loud for me when he get upset. Yeah. So, yeah, they want to go outside. But yeah, like I was saying, it's true. A lot of time the school system do raise our children. Come, you just think about it. If you're a working parent, your child get out of school around by 3 o'clock or something like that. And you get off of work by 4 or 5 o'clock. You know, they let themselves in and all that stuff. You get home, make sure they eat dinner. Make sure they do their homework. Sit around by another 2 hours. They get in the shower or bath and go to bed. Out of that 24 hours, most parents only spend you hear me? I had to say it right. They only spend like 4 to 5 hours with their children out of 24 hours during the school year, Monday through Friday. Do the calculation. 4 to 5 hours with their children. And out of the 4 to 5 hours, they don't spend that much time with their children. They don't spend a whole 4 to 5 hours with their children. Because they get home. I'm going to tell you, most parents are hoping their children after did their homework and don't have to do it. Because let's be honest. I love saying that. Can I be honest for a minute? Most parents can't even comprehend their children's schoolwork. They can't even articulate what their children doing on the elementary level. Cause y'all know the math don't flip. They got to do math a different way from when we went to school. When we went to school, just add, go up, bring down. They got to do so many different steps. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't never want to pull nothing out of my behind that's not true. But most parents spend 4 to 5 hours with their children all day. And like I said, out of that 4 to 5 hours, they might spend up to an hour and a half with their children. The children see their teacher. That's why you see grown people, people my age, when they see their old teacher or something, we still saying, "Hey, Mrs." or "Hey, Mister." Cause in some cases, we have more respect for our teachers than our parents. You know, I'm not lying. You know, I'm not lying. I grew up with some people who would cuss in front of their parents, but when you cuss in front of their teacher, they were a whole different person when they were in school because they respected school. School had rules. School had rules that they put in your head that you need to abide by. School, like, raise your hand before you stand up most of the time. School, like, raise your hand before you talk. Raise your hand if you got to go to the bathroom. Y'all, hold on. It's time to go to lunch. Oops, you be quiet. You interrupted my schoolwork. School have rules. But at home, when you want to see your parent for about an hour and a half, like, you know, the children like, I don't see you but an hour and a half, so what you telling me? Like I said, I grew up with some people who would cuss in front of their mom and other family members, adults, but when he would cuss in front of the teacher, they'd be like, "Yes, Mrs. This, yeah, Mr. That." I'm like, this is a whole damn person. When you go to their house, they be dropping the B's and the S and they just lay down the law. They just like they talking to one of their friends out in the corner or out in the field or whatever. I grew up in the country, so when I say out in the field, I'm actually talking about out in the field. So, talking to them like somebody you grew up with. So that's what I'm saying. Teachers are more important than some parents. It's a shame. It's sad to say this, but I'm telling the truth. The teachers are more important than parents. Most of the time when you go to a graduation, I like to thank this teacher. I like to thank the school, the superintendent, all them different people. Then you get to the parent. If I lie, just put down like, yeah, yo, you lying, dog. But don't. A lot of time the parents come last because they had to like in the parent. Because you don't set no rules in your house, your children would never respect you. You let your children go wild and talk that junk around you like they out there with their friends, they would never respect you. Some children need the school to raise them. Some children be happy to be at school because they have rules. They have people who they think care about them. This ain't no dumb parent bashing video. But it might come off like it. It's some terrible parents, man. This ain't just happened. This is not just happened. Cause you know how they said ain't no rule book. It ain't no rule book to be a parent. Yes, it is. You should learn how to be a parent from your parent. And so on and so on. If your parent was a terrible parent, you just gonna bring that terrible parent. You're gonna be that next terrible parent unless you choose to break that cycle. I chose to break that cycle. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love my mom. I love my dad. But my mom and dad wasn't the best parent. There was a great grandmother. My mom was a wonderful great grandmother. but she wasn't mature enough at the time to be a great parent. When my mom started maturing, all three of her children had started having children then. So the children caught her into the adult stage, what she should have been when she had us. So you got to break that cycle. I broke that cycle. I ain't have my children when I was a teenager. Nope. My older child, when she was born, I was 23. I still wasn't mentally ready then. So you think about those 16-year-olds and 15-year-olds out there making babies. They ain't ready. In some of the cases, the 16-year-olds and the 15-year-old, their parents had them when they was teenagers. So I know the schools, when I had the title, it's the school system. Some people using the school system as the babysitter. We need it. I ain't gonna lie to you. We need the school system. When I had said earlier, when I said, when we, as an adult, we see our old teacher and say, hey, Miss this, like I had a teacher named Miss May. If I see her now, I'm still gonna call her Miss May because they had the rules that I needed to learn to live by. Yeah, it would be a whole bunch of wild people in this world without the school system. Well, in this United States, without the school system. We need it. We need the school system to teach us. That's why they call teachers. I know the teachers didn't sign up for being our life coach. I know the teachers didn't sign up for being our guardians, but they are. They are. I didn't find out some of the things. I found out some of the things. I ain't even talking about the stuff in the school book. I found out about life from my teachers. The one who's gonna sit there, who saw that I had potential. You know, you got some teachers like, man, it's a class clown. They ain't studying him. But I had some teachers seeing like, hey, this not a bad dude. If I remove him from the other city people in the class, this dude gonna do better. And it happened. It happened. When I went to the 7th grade, I used to just sit there, look out the window. I just look out the window. Who they gonna call? The name on the doing my call list, that was at my grandmother's house. The only time my grandmother can get in touch with my mama is she see her on the weekend. Who they gonna call? Nobody. I just sitting there looking out the window, like, I'm serious. It took sports to help me start doing better in school. I was doing a minimal. I like, what? You got to pass 5 classes out of 7? I could do that. I'm telling you, the teacher seen that. She's like, so you can do good out of those 5 classes. Why you ain't taking your time to do good out of the other classes? So I had to think about it. I'm like, she right. She right. I shouldn't just have pride into trying to do work just to play sports when I know I'm not going to. I wasn't going to be a pro. I wasn't going to be a pro in football or basketball. So I like, yeah, I do need to do better. And that was from the advice from my teacher. The only thing my mama told me, you better not drop out of school. That was my mama told me. When I was going to school, I ain't had nobody to help me. but the teachers. So, teachers, we need you all. We need you all to raise these children. I know a lot of people grew up in a 2-parent home. Some people grew up in a 2-parent home. And they made it away. Like one person might work at night or whatever, but they can keep the children. So some of y'all didn't see or didn't have to go through the part of walking in the house. Food ready, but it's just you and your sisters there. So I know y'all teachers didn't sign up to be these children parents or our parents. I got to include myself because, even though I'm grown, but at the time, I know y'all didn't sign up to be our parents. But y'all more as a mother and a father figure than a lot of people have actual fathers and mothers. We see all the time that people saying teachers need to be paid more than they are. They do. The teachers, they need to be paid more than what they're getting. Because the stuff they do and the stuff they're doing, it's beyond what they sign up for. These teachers don't have to, because they probably got a family of their own. I'm sure they don't want to stay after school late to help you pull your grades up. I know I wouldn't. If I was a teacher, I don't did my 8. Make sure my room clean and about to go. But there's some teachers who really give a damn, who care more than some parents. It's a shame. So I'm not a big talker. I know I do YouTube videos. And I be running my mouth on the YouTube videos, but I'm not a big talker in person. In person, I might give you 5 minutes of conversation. After that 5 minutes of conversation, I get bored. I'm finished. Because a lot of time, what I like to talk about, other people do not talk about it. I like to talk about the current events. I like to talk about sports. I like to talk about what's going on in the world. A lot of times that's boring to people. I don't like sitting back there and just talking junk or talking about other people's business. I don't like doing that. Shanti and CJ. Go in your room or go in them rooms and talk. Y'all loud. Sorry about that. Had to be a parent for a second. But for real, the teachers they need to make more. Because it's not only what they're teaching on the books, it's the life lessons. One time, one of my teachers told me, the way you acting in school, I was like in elementary. I was diagnosed hyperactive. But in the time when I was going to school, they didn't know how to treat people who are hyperactive and stuff like that. So when you go hyperactive and stuff, they say you were bad. You disrupt the class. They ain't how to treat it. So one of my teachers had told me, she said, you're going to be dead or in jail before you get grown. Yeah, I remember that. So what kind of person you are to tell me I'm going to be dead or in jail? You know what I took that as? I took that as motivation. I told it as, I'm going to prove her wrong. I'm not going to be dead or in jail. But I still had some other teachers to paddling me in the right directions. Y'all don't understand. When I was in school, I think I used to get paddled at least once every 2 weeks. I used to get paddled every 2 weeks. Because like I said, some people, they ain't know how to handle hyperactive. I wasn't no bad child. I wasn't going out there and start no fight or tear anything up. It would just have to sit down. My body be like, oh, my mind, no, not my body. My mind be like, you need to go there. You need to go there. You know, you gotta be active. People don't understand it. They ain't understand it at that time. Now they have a better understanding. But in the I'm about to age myself. Y'all can see I'm older. I'm not ashamed of my age. But in the when I started the school, it was in 1978, when I went to kindergarten. So from 78 until like what, 84? I was like in the 5th grade or something like that. I think we're 84. Because, you know, the school had up to the 5th grade and kindergarten at 6. So, yeah, from 78 to 84. They didn't understand. The teachers wasn't educated on hyperactive. What they call it, ADHD. They wasn't educated on that. If you did something, you were bad. You need your butt whooped. I'm about to call your folks and they're going to whoop your behind. I'm like, when I heard that they about to make that phone call, I got a pattern. I got like licks from doing a 2x4. That's how thick the paddle was. I got about 3 or 4 licks by that. Then they called home, and my mom, you know, already frustrated. So that was another one. So I'm glad they have better research and better education on children who are hyperactive and don't deserve to get a whooping, but, you know, learn how to manage that built up energy they have. So you got to look at it. You got all these little children sitting inside a classroom for 8 hours. Your body is not made to be sit. Your body is not made for you to sit for 8 hours as an adult. So when, you know, they said that how they tell the adults who work in the office, every once in a while you need to get up, stand around, you know, walk around for your blood to circulate through your body correctly. So you got some little balls of energies. It's like, if I like, oh. You're like, go, move. But it's good. These teachers are being taught more patience now about what's going on. But we need the teachers. The teachers sometimes don't know how important they are. I know they got to go through, especially in the state of Georgia, where they had to take the GMAT test. So something they want to teach, they can't teach because they're just teaching them to be for preparations for the test. So a lot of things that they like to teach the children, they can't teach it because it's not part of their script. It's not part of what the school have planned for. I'm sure there's a lot of teachers want to teach these children how to balance a check and how to do their own taxes or how to manage what you need in the real world. I'm sure there's a lot of teachers want to teach them what's going on in the real world. But once you got to teach just to prepare these children just to take a test, you short arming the teachers and you're neglecting the students. It's not because of the teacher. I know people like saying, oh, these public schools, they're not teaching the children nothing. No, the public schools is teaching these children what they've been told to teach them. Preparation for that darn test. When I was going to school, We didn't have to prepare for no test. The teacher was allowed to dump a bunch of information in you. You know how I learned about current events in school? I learned about current events in school. Taking your time, like I do my videos. I didn't know what I learned in school at the time that will transform what I used in doing video. I know some people look at YouTube and like, oh, YouTube is easy. I found out early, YouTube is not easy at all. Because you don't, in some cases, you got a bunch of YouTubers who get on here and they just like talk about the celebrities, or they be into it back and forth, talking about each other, fussing back and forth. But if you want to really give out some true dialogues, you got to do your research. You got to read, and probably if you don't see in that article, you think it ain't that much getting, so you got to go to the next article and read, and then you got to, like, sometimes you want to just hear some audible, want to hear some stuff like, okay. And then you want, me personally, that's how I want to relay my information. When I said, I ain't lying. Let me be honest to you. Because I'm read up on it. That's why I always say, I ain't putting nothing out my butt when I talk. You better believe I'm read up on it. I did my research on it. There was only one time that I did a YouTube video, and it came from a website, but the website had a bunch of made up scenarios, and I didn't realize until like I was doing the third video on it. It said some of the stuff that you're reading may not be true. I said, oh man, I don't like getting out lies. I don't like talking about. I hate lying. Period. I don't want to lie, and I don't want nobody to lie to me. You lie to me, You lie to me, that trust is gone, man. Don't take but one time for you to lie to me. I'm like, oh, you lie then, you'll be lying all the time. So yeah, I don't deal with lies. But we need to start big up in our teachers. We need to start treating. I know it might sound crazy to a lot of people, but the Mother Day gift that children making in school or we buying, sometimes that junk might need to go to the teachers. I know you can't get a male teacher Father's Day gift because school be out by that time, especially down here in Georgia or Alabama and stuff like that. School be out. So yeah, the Mother Day gift, we saying Happy Mother Day. When the teacher say, hey, make a Mother Day gift for a card for your mom. Man, sometimes you need to just get a Mother Day gift to the teacher. Because the teacher doing everything and more. They seeing you more. They talking to you. They getting you ready for life. Teacher is doing so much, man. You got to respect them teachers. You got to respect your parent too. But at the same time, like I said, see your parent 4 times out of 24 hours. And a lot of time they may spend an hour and a half with you. The hour and a half is pushing it. Because you think about it. You check and see your child that has some homework. They say, yeah, I did my homework. I said, all right then. And you go ahead and put your work up if you want to lose it. Go in there and clean up your room. Go and clean the room. A lot of times they stay in the room or they come in front of the TV or whatever. Parents go back there, try to process what went on and they doing dating. You might get on the phone, talk to a friend, or talk to somebody for about an hour, 2 hours. You know how the routine. Like that's why I said an hour and a half might be pushing the whole time, especially at what age you are. You in elementary shit. You might not even see them for long. Like, cause and some people, I know one person I used to date. She used to have her children get ready to take a shower around about doing 7 o'clock and get them ready for bed. I said, 7 o'clock? Why you sending them to bed so early? Tell me, I need to have me some me time. Kind of shit that is. Excuse my language. But what kind of junk that is, man? You talking about you need to have you some me time. After your child be on left the house at least by 8 o'clock in the morning. They come home, like I said, 3:30 to 4 o'clock. Then they see you when you get home from work. And you send them to bed early because you want to have some me time. So tell me who raising these doing children. Tell me who raising these children. It's not the parents. It's the teachers who raising these children. If you got a good teacher to get behind a child, or you got some teachers to get behind a child and just like, hey, this is what you need to do and all that kind of stuff. 9 times out of 10, the child gonna graduate and try to do better with their life. But if you got parents who don't give a damn, or the PC way of saying, you got parents who don't care, a lot of times these children drop out of school. Like, they don't care. So I'm answering my own question. Yes, a bunch of people are using the school system to babysit their children. I should have changed that from babysit their children to raise their children. Thank you for watching the video. I know I don't come in with the doing, as they said, talk about the tea. Ain't too many people out here talking about tea instead of talking about the reality that we live in and the stuff that going around that talking about our children and talking about life and the current events. We need to talk about that more instead of talking about, let me tell you about the tea. We're going on this celebrity. Like, damn it, those celebrities, they don't live their life. They don't care about no celebrities. At least I don't care about the celebrities. I don't. I just care about our people. Thank you, man. Earl, I sure appreciate that. Oh, early. What that? Not early, my bad. Hey, I want y'all to have a good day. Take care of yourself. Thank you for watching this video. Mm-hmm. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and hit the share button. And I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all take care.